Ever wondered what life could be like if you could just shake off the weight of your debts? It's a question that most of us have probably pondered at some point. Debt in its many forms has a way of creeping into our lives, often weighing us down more than we realize. Let's start with the most common types. Credit cards, for instance, can be a convenient tool, but they can also become a relentless burden when misused. Interest rates pile up, monthly payments start to eat into your income, and before you know it, you're in a hole that seems impossible to climb out of. Then there are mortgages, a necessary stepping stone to owning a home for many, yet they can span decades, holding a significant portion of your income hostage for the majority of your working life. And let's not forget about student loans, an investment in your future, they say, but when that future arrives, it often brings with it a debt that can take years, even decades, to repay. These debts and others like them can severely hinder your financial growth and freedom. They dictate your decisions, limit your choices, and can even impact your mental health. The weight of debt can be crushing, but it's not all doom and gloom. There are ways to manage, reduce, and even eliminate these debts. It's about understanding the nature of your debts, recognizing the impact they have on your life, and taking proactive steps to regain control. Remember, debts are not life sentences. They are financial obligations that can be managed and ultimately overcome. The shackles they impose can be broken, and the weight they place on your shoulders can be lifted. So, what if you could live a life unhindered by the burden of debt? What if you could make choices based on opportunities rather than obligations? What if you could have the freedom to pursue your dreams without the constant worry of debt hanging over your head? Imagine a life where you make decisions based on opportunities, not obligations. That's what mastering your debt can do. Knowledge is power, and in the world of debt, it's your greatest weapon. So, let's delve into the importance of truly understanding the ins and outs of your debt. The fine print matters. Things like interest rates, repayment terms, and penalties can seem intimidating, but they are crucial to understanding the real cost of your debt. Consider interest rates. They're not just arbitrary numbers. They determine how much you'll end up paying above and beyond the initial amount borrowed. And repayment terms, they're the timeline that dictates when your debt will be extinguished. Don't forget about penalties either. Missed or late payments can lead to fees that only add to your debt pile. Being proactive in learning about these elements of your debt isn't just a good idea, it's a necessity. It's akin to knowing your enemy in battle. You wouldn't go into a fight blindfolded, would you? Knowing your debt is the first step to mastering it. Now that we understand the power of knowledge, it's time to map out the road to financial freedom. Our first step on this journey is to create a budget. A budget isn't merely a list of your income and expenses, it's your financial compass guiding you towards a debt-free future. It's about understanding where every penny goes and making conscious decisions to direct your resources where they matter most. Next, we must identify our high-interest debts. These financial leeches drain your resources faster than others, and it's imperative to eliminate them first. Think of them as the big scary monsters on your map, the ones you need to defeat to move forward. Once we've identified these monsters, it's time to strategize. Formulate a repayment plan that suits your unique circumstances. Perhaps you choose to tackle the smallest debts first, gaining momentum as you knock each one out. Or you might opt to tackle the highest interest debts first, reducing the overall cost in the long run. Now, I'd like you to consider the possibility of debt consolidation or refinancing. Imagine for a moment that all your debts are like small streams flowing into a river. Each stream has its own direction, speed, and turbulence. Consolidating these streams into one river can simplify your journey, allowing you to focus on a single goal. Refinancing, on the other hand, is like changing the course of the river to a more favorable path, one with lower interest rates, making your journey less strenuous. Remember, these steps are not one-size-fits-all. They are a starting point, a guide to help you navigate your unique financial landscape. You may need to adjust and adapt as you embark on your journey. You may encounter detours, roadblocks, even a few dragons along the way, but don't let these challenges deter you. Keep your destination in sight and keep moving forward. With these steps, you have a roadmap, but a map is useless without the journey. So strap on your boots, brace for the adventure, and let's set out on this road to financial freedom. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So does the journey to financial freedom. In the relentless pursuit of financial freedom, taking action is of the essence. You see, understanding the weight of debt, acknowledging its power, and even having a roadmap isn't enough. You need to put the wheels in motion. You need to take that first step. How do you start, you may ask? Well, it all begins by embracing the roadmap we've discussed. Start by creating a budget. Yes, it might seem basic, but it's a crucial foundation. By understanding where your money is going, you gain control over your finances, enabling you to identify areas where you can cut back and free up cash to pay down debt. Next, prioritize your debts. Determine which debts are most urgent and focus on those first. Typically, these are debts with high interest rates, as they cost you the most over time. Then there's the crucial step of building an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable, and having a financial safety net can prevent you from falling deeper into debt when unexpected expenses arise. But here's the thing, folks. These steps are not a one-time thing. They require consistency, they require commitment. It's like a daily workout. You can't expect to lose weight after a single session at the gym, right? It's the same with debt. You can't expect to be debt-free overnight. So make it a habit, make it a lifestyle, stick to your budget, regularly review your debts, keep adding to your emergency fund. Remember, consistency is key. That said, there's no denying that taking the first step can be daunting. It's like standing at the foot of a mountain, looking up at the peak. But remember this, every mountaintop is within reach if you just keep climbing. Remember, the first step is often the hardest, but without it, the journey to financial freedom remains merely a dream. Imagine a future without the shadow of debt. Picture the freedom, the possibilities. Let's journey together into this vision of financial independence and tranquility. In this future, you're in control. You've mastered your debt, and now your money is truly your own. It's not earmarked for bills or repayments. It's yours to spend, save, or invest as you see fit. Financial security isn't just a dream anymore, it's your reality. Imagine waking up each day with the peace of mind that comes from knowing you owe nothing to anyone. The stress, the worry, the constant calculations, all swept away. Instead, you're greeted each morning with calm and a sense of accomplishment. But the benefits don't stop there. Without debt, you're free to invest in your future. You can put money into your retirement fund, buy property, or even start a business. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're building wealth that will last. Wealth that you can pass on to future generations. And let's not forget the positive impact on your lifestyle. Without the burden of debt, you can afford to do the things you love. Travel, explore, learn, grow. The world is your oyster. You can live life on your own terms, unencumbered by financial constraints. Being debt-free also means you're better prepared for life's unexpected twists and turns. You have a safety net, a buffer against emergencies. You're not living paycheck to paycheck, but looking ahead with optimism and confidence. Mastering your debt doesn't just change your bank balance, it changes your life. It empowers you, liberates you, and opens up a world of opportunities. It's not just about money, it's about freedom, the freedom to make choices, to dream big, to live fully. So let's step into this future together. A future where you're not weighed down by debt, but soaring high on the wings of financial freedom. Are you ready? It's time to take control and step into a future of financial freedom. Are you ready?